Hey guys, what's going on? It is Hollywood Steve right here on YouTube, back with another video. Make sure you guys hit that bell for notifications. Make sure you guys are liking this video. Make sure you guys are hitting that thumbs up button. Make sure also you guys are commenting. Make sure you guys share. Feel free to comment, guys, in the comment section down below. Really helps everything out. All right, let's get down to business here. Let's get into this video. So today's video, I've I've titled "What or Who is in the Crate." Now, if you guys didn't watch Raw last week, this last Monday, um, Adam Pearce received a mystery crate, and within said crate, we don't know what the contents of the crate are. I'm gonna dive into I'm gonna dive into I'm gonna dive into what or who is in that crate. I believe who is in that crate. Um, in just a little bit here, but let's let's kind of let's rule things out here. Let's rule a couple things out. It's not Seth Rollins, because why would Seth Rollins come back in a crate? Why would he do a mystery return? He doesn't have anything to do with you know with CM Punk, where I think which I think this is where this which I think this might be where the story goes. But you guys can let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about the crate. If you guys think it's going to be Vision related, or if you guys think it's CM Punk Finn Balor related. So there's a ton of speculation going on around the WWE, around the wrestling world, as to who it is. Fightful Select came out and has said that Chris Jericho, because this is who everybody thinks is going to be, because Chris Jericho has mentioned about a WWE return, that his contract goes up at the end of February 20, or not the end of 2025, but February or January 2026 or something like that. His contract was up. Well, AEW told Fightful that his contract was frozen. So if they've added, if they've added time off, if they've added injury time, I'm not sure. But the AEW is notorious for doing this. They did that with Rey Fenix when Penta left to go to WWE. They added injury time onto Rey Fenix's contract, and so Rey Fenix had another like six-ish months or something like that on his contract. So WWE is notorious for that. I don't like that. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's fair to do that. But I just don't think AEW should be doing that kind of thing. Like, if a guy wants to go, then let him go. If he's done, then let him go. Let him leave. But this is what Fightful Select is reporting, is that Chris Jericho's contract is frozen, and that he actually has more time in AEW. Now, unless he's said that he wants out of it, and Jericho is one of the staples of AEW. He's been there since day one, like the Young Bucks and Kenny. He's been there since it started. So that might be something. Okay, now to the crate. Chris Jericho, he's known for surprise returns or surprise debuts. Go back to his WWE debut, August of 1999. Remember, we got a Millennium Countdown clock throughout his leading up to his debut. We got that Millennial Countdown clock, and it hit zero. And as it hit zero, he shows up on the ramp on the ramp there, and interrupts The Rock, of all people. So that's huge. That's a big thing, right? Well, he had and recently he was on tour with Fozzy, his band. So, I don't know. And and Bianca Belair hasn't come back yet, but I don't think this would be Bianca Belair. This is not something that Bianca Belair would do. This isn't what she would do. This is not like in Bianca Belair's ballpark. This is not her playground, if you will, right? This is more Jericho than I think anybody. I heard somebody from NXT. I heard Shiloh Hill's name from NXT. It's not. I think that it is definitely. I have to believe, and maybe just maybe I'm setting myself up for disappointment. But I have to believe, with everything that I know about Chris Jericho, with everything that I know to be true about Chris Jericho, and just his way of reinventing himself. Because even in WWE, how many times did he reinvent himself? He was, you had him with the long hair. He was the Millennium Man. Then you had the short hair. You had the suit Chris Jericho. You had the with him and Kevin Owens, the Festival of Friendship. You had that. You had the List. So, and then he had, in AEW, you had when he won the AEW championship, you had the champion Chris Jericho, character. Then you had the I forget what it was. Let me know in the comments. The Circle. Then you had the Jericho Appreciation Society. Then you had the Learning Tree. So he's reinvented himself um, he's reinvented himself many times. So, what's to say he's not going to reinvent himself here? What's to say, he hasn't thought about this, and he's got a band, a crate. I've heard many things. People are saying many things. But this is what I firmly believe. I may be, like I said, I may be setting myself up for disappointment. We may get completely swerved, and just be like, what is happening? Our brains might just our brains WWE just might melt our brains next Saturday with whatever or whoever is in that crate. But let me know what you guys thought. Let me know your guys' comments. Let me know who you guys think is in the crate. Make sure you guys, again, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Remember, when you're Hollywood Steve, you're just too sweet.